Hey guys, what's up? Crinkle here. Today we're going to take a look at mining Quantainium and a couple things I discovered while doing so. I'm going to operate under the understanding you have a basic knowledge of mining, go over a couple things I discovered, and hopefully they'll help you out. Alright, so first off, let's talk about mining heads and consumables. First of all, a helix is a must. That is, you have to have a helix mining head. The only mining consumable I found really useful was the Optimum consumable. Costs about 3K, has 5 charges, lasts about 30 seconds, and it increases the green area by 100%. So some of these Quantainium rocks were running around 6 to 7.25 resistance, so that Optimum consumable can be really helpful in that situation. So whenever I found Quantainium, it's been in fields of 8 to 10 rocks, and even in asteroid belts as such. I don't know if that's a game feature or I'm just lucky. I'm usually the most unlucky person in the world, so I have to think it's a game feature. This just happens to be on Yella. Microtech, the new moons out there, have a Quantainium on them as well. Keep in mind, weather will now affect you, so your ship will get buffeted and move around if it's windy, and the weather in Microtech can be kind of rough, so keep that in mind. So once you've discovered your field of Quantainium rocks, there's a couple things you need to keep in mind. Quantainium is extremely volatile. So what that means is you have roughly 15 minutes before it will detonate in your cargo hold. You will get a warning at the 10-minute mark and about 3 to 4 minutes before it explodes. You can jettison Quantainium, and it will not jettison the rest of your minerals. Another thing you want to keep in mind is when you land on the pad, it can still detonate. So if you think it's going to be pretty close, I would run in and store the ship. You don't want it detonating on the pad, perhaps taking a ship out next to it, killing somebody, getting a crime stat, and then you get to try the new fancy prison gameplay. I also tried a couple things. I tried with just a little bit of Quantainium or a majority of Quantainium. The amount didn't seem to matter. You still had 15 minutes. Once you find multiple rocks containing Quantainium, the method that I found works best is I would go around to each rock, break it down into harvestable Quantainium. Now you're going to find that some of these rocks' resistances can be up to 7.25, which can be quite a challenge. You can do it with a helix, you can do it with no consumables, you have to be careful, but you can do it. But if you're using consumables, and I again recommend the optimal consumable, that can make your life a lot easier. So what you need to do in order to use it is in the prospector. If you kind of look straight up, you'll see optimal consumable. If you're running other kinds up to 3, they'll be listed as well. Using the inner thought, you just activate it, lasts about 30 seconds, and again it will increase that green area by 100%, which can be super helpful. Again, you can do it without it, but you got to be careful. So now that you've broken down each rock in the Quantainium field you found, you want to break them down even further. Break them all the way down to where you would extract them, but do each rock separately. Don't extract anything yet. Okay? Once you get everything broken down, now you're going to go back and extract all your Quantainium in one shot. That way you don't have Quantainium in your cargo hold while you're breaking down your next rock and that timer is ticking. Alright. This method worked the best for me. I think this run was 27 minutes, but I got lucky and found Quantainium right away. So very important. Break it all down. Get it to the point where you can extract all the Quantainium in the Quantainium field. Extract it all at once, and then get out of Dodge. So now comes the easy part, right? Run back, go sell, collect your profit. Again, remember, if you're running kind of close, you might want to store your ship. This run for me was 27 minutes long, and I left 4 of the 8 rocks unbroken because I was full. So I left roughly 100k or so sitting on yellow. So it can be pretty profitable, can be fun, can be a challenge. Be careful. Hopefully this helped you out a little bit. I know it's real quick, real short, but I just wanted to get that out there. These are things I figured out on my own, so I thought I'd share them with you and maybe help you out. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for taking part of your day and hanging out with me for a little bit. Go enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.